Hi girlfriends, welcome to another day. Today I want us to have this conversation. What are you doing sitting down there? What are you doing feeling pity for yourself? Why are you feeling like you are in some kind of prison that you have sentenced yourself? Get up. Get up from that couch. Get up from that bed. Get out of that house. Guys, you're welcome to another beautiful day. My name is Obinje, and if you're just seeing me for the first time, you're welcome to this beautiful home where we talk about love, life, marriage, finance, business, and everything that has to do with you and me. So today I want us to talk about something that I know is eating a lot of our single sisters, or even the ones that are in a relationship. Now, I'm not talking about those ones that are married. Your own case or your own story is for another day. But I'm talking about those ones that are not in any kind of committed relationship like marriage, or you are single but you're praying for a change. Sweetheart, get up and get moving. Most of us, we single girls, our life is like this: from church, sorry, from home to office to church. We live a triangular life, and we are praying for that Mr. Right to find us. Sweetheart, Mr. Right is not going to see you, because you know what? You've covered yourself. You've covered yourself from being noticed by your habits and by your character. So there's no way Uncle is going to see you and find you, appealing, because girlfriend, let me tell you the truth, you're boring. Yeah. Naturally, you might not be a boring person, but because of one or two things that might have happened to you in the past, now you say, I want to keep to myself. So that keeping to yourself sends across that kind of boring lifestyle. So I'm going to tell you what you can do to get off that couch, get off that seat, change that location, which is number one. You'd want to change your location. So if you've been living in a particular environment for too long, sweetheart, it's time for you to get up and go and call your agent. Yes, it's time for you to go and call that your agent and tell him that you need a new house in a new location. Tell him that you want someplace far, 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 far from where you are living, far from the people that you know in this environment. I tell you why. When you stay in an environment for too long and you're single, people who don't know your story, people who don't know anything about you, they form a story about you, and they start to spread that story about you. Assuming, yes, you even had a relationship and it did not work out. They don't know what happened to that relationship. They make it their business and begin to spread lies, rumor about you most of the time. So that even if somebody were to be interested in you, they have already, before that person gets to know you, they've given you a bad name. So it's time you get up from that location and change to another location where people do not know you. And of course, see, I know a couple of girls who changed location and they went to another place, and people showed interest in them. Now, when people show interest in them, the rest is left for you. So you want to change that location, and when you change that location, please, sweetheart, don't lock yourself inside. Nobody is saying that when you change location, you should continue that your church, work, and house. At least, okay, we understand you are not somebody who likes to go out, you're not somebody who loves late night, but aside all of that, you can socialize in that environment. Now, when we say socialize, you have to socialize with sense and with wisdom, understanding, so that you don't come out as somebody that is desperate. So change location. It helps. You see, okay, let's assume I was a single girl. I lived in an environment for 5 years. Do you know, at the end of the day, you become the landlord of that location you are living, because people come meet you and they go and you are still there. So when they're having a street meeting or whatever meeting they have, you, as old as Methuselah, you are the one giving them the in total details about that location. And people will start looking at you and saying, you're single. It's because of your back. People will say all manner of things. So I know it's not going to be easy to, change location, because you're going to be looking at things like money, the rent and all of that. You're going to be looking at the proximity to your church and to your office. And that takes me to my next point. So, sweetheart, you need to change that church. You were not born and tied in that particular church. Some of you have made it look as if that if you leave that church, your own has finished. But what you forget is that right inside that church, maybe you are even in a particular group in that church. What you have forgotten or you refuse to understand is that the whispers are among the congregation, are amongst that those your members of the group. I'm not going to call any particular group, but let's just assume that you are in a group in the church. The whispers are there. I read a story about the girl because this conversation was once held somewhere, and there was a lady who said that she was going to a particular church and she got this same message that sweetheart, it's time for you to get up and leave the church. Now it doesn't necessarily mean that you change the church in whole. You can change the branch to another branch. Now she said she got the message and left that branch and moved to another branch, and as God will have it, she met someone in that branch, and today the story is history. But that's not what she said all. She said when she moved to that branch and stopped going to the old branch, on a particular day she ran into an old member who was interested in her back in the days, but that member now had gotten married. Why? Because he said when he made or registered his interest in her, there was nothing good about her. And of course, when you are interested in a lady, although that is even your mistake too, you are interested in a lady, instead of you to walk up to her, you start going to go around, beating around the bush, trying to go and get advice from who is not going to give you good advice. He said he went to make what's it called? He went around to find about her, and he wasn't giving anything sweet to the ear, and that was how he did a detox. Unfortunately, by the time he found out that practically all of the things that he heard about her were lies, there was another sister in question, and she had even left the church by that time. So of course they were not meant to be. He went ahead and married somebody, and she is, like he said, when she left the church, she met somebody else and got married to that person. So sweetheart, at times I know it's difficult. Some of you are tied to that church, only you know why. But some of you are tied to that particular branch. I can understand why you don't want to leave. But sweetheart, the situation is not even understanding with you. The situation of the ground doesn't understand that you are being loyal and faithful to that church. So get up, change that church, change that branch if possible. And this takes me to another point, which I feel that, okay, well, I think our sisters are really giving this one a run, okay, but still a lot of people are not keen into it. I personally feel that if you have changed location in that state that you are living, or in that city that you are living, you've changed church, you might have even changed jobs, because yes, I should have even said change your job, but then of course jobs don't come that easy, so I'm just going to do that on a breather. So let's assume you've changed location, you've changed church, you've even changed job, you get it. Have you thought about interracial marriage? Have you thought about interracial marriages? Don't listen to what people say. I know a lot of people say that most of the times our people are doing interracial marriages because of the financial benefit, and so what? I mean, let's call it spade a spade. Most times one of our top reasons for getting married to that brother is because of the financial security. Anything that comes short of that, you are on your own. So don't mind what people say, that you are marrying that person because of the green card, you're marrying that person because of the citizenship, you're marrying that person for this. People have been talking, and let me tell you, sweetheart, people will keep talking. So consider interracial marriage. Don't see, I know. So okay, aside what people will even say about you getting married to this, some people feel that they must get married to somebody from their state. They must get married to somebody from their tribe. It's even so funny that some people don't even want to marry another tribe in their state because they just feel that they must marry somebody from their state. They must marry their tribe. They must marry somebody that speaks the same language. They must marry somebody that has the same culture and whatsoever with them. But sweetheart, time is going. You've put yourself in a prison. You've jailed yourself. Time is going. And you are still the one who is depressed, who is miserable, because you've refused You've refused to try other options. Every time somebody brings up the issue of maybe interracial marriage, you are the number one person that castigates it. You are the number one person that finds fault. But just what if? Just what if? Just what if that is where your destiny lies? And I know you are going to tell me that how easy is it to find the right man? Sweetheart, that is why people are relocating. I talked about relocation in one of my videos. I'm going to leave a link or maybe in the description video. People relocate for different reasons. Some people relocate for the financial benefits. Some people relocate because they're looking for life partners. So who knows, when you relocate, you will find that life partner. So give all of this a shot. And last but not the least, sweetheart, get up from that couch, get up from that bed, go out, socialize. Man was created to socialize. Man is a social being. Man was created to socialize. Work on your character. I'm not saying that you have a bad character, but oftentimes there's just a trait in you that is making people not even want to, go that length with you. So get out, ask people, how are you? You see, the thing is that people are the ones who see you. You don't see yourself. Even when you look in front of the mirror, you're only going to see the physical, but you don't see that thing that makes you. So ask people, how are you? Do you talk out of point? Do you say unnecessary things? Are you dull? Are you daft? Are you too intelligent? All of those things. Ask people to tell you how you are, because even if at the end of the day you do all of these things but you haven't worked on yourself, sweetheart, you are still going to be in that prison that you have created for yourself. So guys, thank you for watching this video. I know that it's not one of those videos that people just easily agree with, because like I said, someone is going to say, but I'm naturally an introvert. Sweetheart, introverts have gotten married. You are not the first introvert, and you're not going to be the last introvert. Introverts have gotten married. Extroverts have gotten married. Extroverts are still single. But the truth is that you just need to get out. Have a deep reflection about the things that you need to stop doing and start doing, and the things that you need to imbibe and let go. So get out, get up from that couch, put on some makeup, wear your best outfit, go out, he's there. And now this video is not only to ladies, it's also to the guys, okay? Get out, he or she is out there waiting for you. So thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you another day. But don't forget to subscribe to this channel, turn on your post notification, give this video a thumbs up, and you can as well share it. I'll see you another day. Bye.